How's it going, everybody? I'm gonna talk about stump grinders this morning. Couple things. First being maintenance. Stump grinders are probably one of our hardest run machines. They run full bore whenever they're being used. They rattle, they chatter, they rattle apart. They're always in dust and dirt. They're never just breathing nice fresh air going down a highway. They're always sucking in dust from the stumps you're doing. And yeah, they're just a hard run piece of equipment. So it's super important. We're checking fluids on these things every morning before they go out. So at bare minimum, oil. Chris Shane, our expert stump operator from Gettysburg, is going to demonstrate how to check oil on these stump machines. Dipstick's right down there. And he's going to put that back in there.
We're good.
Looks good. And then if we weren't just running this machine, we'd check the coolant, but I know Chris checked that this morning. So coolant, oil, and then every couple days, or if you're really running the machine hard, you're going to want to take this dust cap off, tap the filter out, and clean that area out. So that's just a quick reminder. We had a stump machine come in recently that was almost bone dry on oil. And that doesn't happen in one day. That's repeated neglect. That's repeated abuse. So be sure you're checking your oil on these machines daily or every time they go out. And if it's an older machine, maybe partway through the day if you're running it the whole time, depending on how much oil it uses. Second thing I want to go over, we just had some damage with a stump grinder throwing debris up against vinyl siding. And if you know anything about vinyl siding, is that it can be brittle, fragile, and get holes poked in it pretty easily. And the damage report came in, and a bunch of us jumped to conclusions and just thought, man, what the heck were these guys thinking? How could you let damage like this happen? Is this person an idiot? Why didn't he have a piece of plywood up? Why didn't he have mat up against the house? But I talked to him, we talked about the incident, and it wasn't just that simple. It was an odd situation. Client wanted the debris thrown one direction, so that limited the operator's access to the stump. He had to put the machine in a certain place, or he wanted to put the machine in a certain place to keep the debris in one area. And then also there was a tree behind him which limited his movement and his view, and he didn't notice he had damaged the siding until the stump was complete. So it was unfortunate, but very much preventable. So we're going to talk real quick about where we shield stump grinders at. So obviously we're at a spectacular place here in Gettysburg. I'm just kidding. This place has been neglected for years. Stumps all over the place. And there will be some stump grinding right up against the foundation here, but we're not doing that today. So if we were grinding this stump, obviously there would be a piece of plywood or a mat right against the house there to protect the grinder or any debris from hitting the siding, hitting the foundation, or even staining the concrete if it's a block wall or something. Same goes with this guy. Actually, hopefully you don't have to grind that stump.
No, we don't.
But if we're grinding a stump in a bed right next to the foundation, there's got to be a mat or plywood up against the wall. However, if you're out away from the foundation and you're pointed away like we are here, so the grinder's at kind of an angle, got the house back here, grinder here. If these guards are damaged or missing or somehow got folded up or flipped back out of the way, that exposes that part of the machine and grinding wheel to the debris that's getting thrown straight back. So when the wheel is furthest away from us, like it is now, that debris is going to be coming straight back as fast as it can go. And what's right behind us? The house. So for this particular stump, we just set up to demonstrate, but got to make sure these flaps are down. We're gonna do some grinding real quick with the flaps down or with the guards down, and then we'll flip one up just so you can see how much debris will fly back out of that thing. So, all right, go ahead and start the machine, Chris. And you might have to pull up and get over a little bit so when you do hit the stump, we can get wood flying back that way and not just not just dirt. Now we're gonna lift the guards up. Alright, so if these guards here were missing or worn out, or even just tattered a little bit, we're gonna get a lot of debris come back through here. Let's see what that looks like. And that's why you should shield the back side of your stump grinding machine, especially if those guards need replaced or tattered or worn out. Hopefully you've asked for them to be replaced, but that's how that incident happened, and we're going to try and prevent that moving forward. See you, Chris.